Hey, I'm Greg Phillip, Nevis Marathon Running Festival. We're here at the start line on the Samuel Hunkins Drive, basically giving you an opportunity to see the course, to understand the course, to know exactly what we're doing this year at 2019 Nevis Marathon Running Festival. Now, this start line is the start for all races. We begin with the 5K right here on Thursday on the 7th. On the 7th, it's the 10K, the half marathon and the full marathon, all beginning right here on the Samuel Hunkins Drive. So sit in, because we're taking you across the entire course to show you all the important places and the important points that you must know and understand for this year's Nevis Marathon Running Festival. So we're right here now at another very important point along the course. Remember, it's the Nevis Marathon Running Festival, and this point comes into play for every single race. For the 5K on the Thursday, you're coming from this direction and you're coming along this way, you're heading that way all the way to the Four Seasons. But when you come back, it's key to remember that you follow along this way and go back to the start finish line. So very important. But then for all the other races, when you begin, you're headed out that way. From this direction, you come down the Samuel Hunkins Drive, you take a left and head out. For those coming back, everyone coming back, go this way. Also very important, once you're on the road for the marathon, after your lap passing through town, you're coming along this way and headed straight back out. Basically, this is the point where the marathon course turns back onto itself, where it overlaps, and really you begin now with the last leg. You have, at this point, you're still about 7 miles to go on the marathon. But when you return from the marathon, again, you're finishing, everyone finished going this way. So we're here at the Four Seasons Resort. Very important spot, because right here is the turn for the 5K. 5K turns here, goes back to the start finish line and finishes. But then for all the other races, the 10K, half marathon and the full marathon, this is also the point of the very first water station. Right here, you're about 1.5 miles into the race. This is where the first water station will be. And in addition to that, for everyone coming back to finish, this is also the very last water station on the course until you get into the start finish line and finish. So we're here at the 10K turn, the second water station also, but it is a very important spot because the beauty of the course, in my view, really begins to come into play. Look at the greenery. But for us today, this is very important. This is where, if you're doing the 10K, you turn right here and you head back that way, going straight back into the start finish line, passing the first water station, which will be your last water station, and back on the Samuel Hunkins Drive for your finish. So we're quite serious when we tell you that this is one of the most beautiful courses you'll ever run. But before I tell you anything else, if you're doing the half marathon and the full marathon, this is exactly where you're passing. But I want you to do one thing: ignore this sign. We're here now at the Vance W. Amry International Airport. Another very important spot, because this is the turn. This is the turning point for the half marathon. If you're doing the marathon, you're continuing that way. But not only are you continuing that way, this is another great water station, which by that time you will definitely need, because here you're just about 6.5 miles into your race, and very important to stay hydrated. Listen, the course is not flat. Forgot to tell you that. But if you're doing the marathon, this is where it begins to get hilly. At this point, you're just about 12.5 miles into your race. This is Zion Hill. You're running up this hill, and then after this, it's rolling hills for a few more miles. But very importantly, there's water stations all the way through. Every 2 or 3 miles, you'll find water stations. So that's a great thing, because right here at this time, you'll really need it. This is mile number 15. You're almost there. And this is exactly the point where you need to remember, don't quit because you're tired. Quit when you're done. You have just about 7 more, well, more than 7 more miles, 11 more miles. But I want you to think about this. The great thing about this spot is this is the end of your hills. From here, it's almost all downhill. So keep going, almost into town, and then you're back onto the finish stretch. So we're still on the marathon course, and at this point you're 19 miles into your race, and obviously there's a fork in the road. You can go this way or you can go that way. The key thing to remember here is you go straight on. You're going opposite to traffic, but that's the right way to go, because you go this way, you pass through town, eliminating going by the start finish line. You go this way and you go straight through, making sure that you continue on the course. The road markings will be there to show you exactly where to go.